It's unfortunate that this camera, it took me so long to plug in that didn't get recorded. Larger quilter motor. We're going to attempt to tap the holes in the motor so we can use it sans the flywheel.
And it's a big fan too.
Yeah, this is a big fan. So we'll take the motor out and then it'll be time for lunch.
At least. These are such great fans.
These are such bad flywheels.
Well, I was going to say, until something like this happens, which is kind of inevitable. So the question is the hole in there big enough to feed the wires through?
Oh gosh, it's still breaking down.
What a disappointment. Well, I think we might possibly get lucky here. We might be able to slip this out. It might be tight, but...
That has to come out no matter what we do to fix it. Tap the holes or replace the flywheel. So if it doesn't pass through, then we'll just have to cut it and repatch it back together. There's no other option.
That's going to be a huge undertaking if we have to patch it back together. Okay, let me make sure I'm not blocking.
Well, I'll do that myself because it'll take us 4 hours to do that.
I don't even think I have enough time here before I go home.
There's so many shots of your hair on this channel.
What's left of it. Okay.
Does it fit?
Well, I don't really know.
Can you find out?
It doesn't look like it does.
Yeah, I figured it wasn't going to fit.
That doesn't mean that we're... Well,
I wouldn't feel comfortable working with the motor shell attached to the windings. I feel like that's a nick in the windings waiting to happen.
Oh no, and we shouldn't. But what I'm trying to see if we can do... This is already broken, I guess, so I can just snap it.
I think there is some elements of plastic or rubber inside. I mean, you can if you want to try it. I'm not sure you'll be able to.
This is like really good plastic too. This is like fiberglass nylon reinforced. Because what I'm hoping to do is I'm hoping to loosen these 4 screws and we can just pop this off and then use the slack here to move it far enough away. But of course, in order to do that,
well, we still got to pass that connector through the... I think it's just we're gonna have to take that connector off. I'm gonna have to resolder each wire back on.
well, the problem is these things. You know what?
Are they all different colors?
They are, and what's supposed to happen is these things have little fingers that splay out, and if you could press the fingers back in, you could pull the wires out.
Will we be able to remember?
Well, they marked what color goes where on the connector, which is kind of nice.
Are the colors in still good enough condition to see?
Yeah, well, for me,
for you to see.
Yeah, let me. What I'd like to try to do. Do we have one of those flat blades so I can try to scrape off this rubber washer? Because you might want to put this underneath.
Like a utility knife type thing?
Like this.
I have that flat one over there.
Yeah, that's a glass scraper. That'll work perfectly. And now for my next trick, watch me slice my hand open on camera.
Well, it wouldn't be the first time you've had an incident with knives over here.
Yeah, well, last time I came over, the same thing happened. I had given you some brand new blades last time I was here. Do you have any idea where those ended up?
Yeah, they're exactly where you left them.
Well, I don't remember where that is.
By the telephone stuff.
Oh, okay. These are made in Mexico, so they're very good quality. How in the world?
You might have to cut it open.
Well, this is some sort of safety mechanism here. Oh, here we go. I wonder if...
Oh, I see. You want to put that ring in between.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Because now that there's no flywheel, This is what's going to isolate. I'm actually very impressed at how well this is glued on. Once I get this started, it should come up pretty easily. This is really sketchy, though.
Did it just break?
It's breaking, yes. This makes me so nervous, though.
Well, there are handles that we could put on that blade.
Yeah, that would make it a little bit safer, marginally.
You don't want to use this one and just go around the edge to start,
Well,
because then you could pull it away from yourself as opposed to pushing it towards you. You could go like this,
yeah, that's a good start.
and this will at least cut half of it out, maybe.
Here we go. Here's how you take this off. All right.
This is glued. We could potentially heat it up too.
You mean with the hot air pencil I just put away, for example?
Well, I would use something a little bigger, a larger heat source.
Like a hair dryer.
Yeah, a hard drive would definitely heat this up. We'll just have to save a lot of files.
I love how we said this and we still haven't gotten the heat gun or anything out.
Well, if you can use a struggling, lousy method and it still works, then just keep using it. Why would you make it easier or safer?
Chicken's probably done.
Yeah, we probably should put the pasta on.
Okay, I'll keep working on this while you do that.
I can't. I don't know if the arthritis or whatever in my hands. I can't.
All right, I'll do it. We can switch.
I can't do stuff like this for extended periods of time anymore.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let me
that's
not put
why
my
you-
hand over there.
That's why you don't cut towards yourself, because sometimes it slip.
You mean like you're doing right now?
No, I'm cutting away from my hand. I mean, my leg, I guess, is in a danger zone, but
Now
well,
we're getting somewhere.
it's halfway off. Probably can just do another layer with this and keep going.
Yeah. They really glued that on nicely, though.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do this.
All right.
This in
All right, we can
different
switch.
sections. I'll go put it in the-
All right, what I'll do is, because I'm left-handed, I'll... Oh, I see what they did. It's glued to the inner diameter of this, what used to be the flywheel. That's why we're having so much trouble getting this stupid thing out. See, it's glued into the inner diameter.
Oh, it's not like a separate ring?
No. But that's okay, because we can use it as one. Man, oh man. If only the rest of the flywheel was made this well.
Yeah, at what point was it worth the $38 to just buy the new flywheel?
Jeez. I'm trying not to break it more.
If it's horrifically loud, we can always just buy the flywheel. I tend to think it's not going to be a problem.
Come on.
The
The is right. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to salvage this.
That's fine. I don't think that we're going to need it. I think it's going to be perfectly quiet.
Alright, so if only this was just a little bit... So I'm going to need...
That's only half of our problems, though.
I'm going to need like a saw or something to cut this.
What is the reasoning to take that off?
This?
Like before getting anything else off?
Because when I take this off, it has to come off no matter what, right? Once I take this off, I can shift this top half of this off of the rotor, and then we'll have enough clearance to tap the holes without putting the stator in danger.
So you want to keep the thing attached?
Yeah,
you think you have that enough control to do that?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Okay.
I wouldn't have enough control to do that.
Yeah, we'll give that a try. Now, do you have something I can
We
saw
might
through?
be able to just cut it with.
I think you need something bigger than that, but give it a shot.
These are pretty powerful.
All right. Well, I'm going to close my eyes.
Why, you don't want to see it?
No, I don't want to have shrapnel go in my... I don't know, man. Told you, this is tougher than you think. This is like
what's happening is it's slipping out of the... Here's our tripod kick for the video. It's slipping out of the apparatus.
Yeah, it's easier to just saw through it.
No,
Oh, there
it's
we go.
not. Well, I gotta cut it again.
There you go.
Sounds like it's plastic.
It is.
Should have been made out of metal.
Okay, now that that's out of the way, oh, this is going to be a different problem now. Okay. We're going to have to do the same thing to this.
No part of this video is actually visible.
What an unnecessarily complicated design.
Well, we might find out that it's necessary. So, I don't think so, but you never know.
Interesting. Wow, this has NTN bearings on it. That's pretty high quality. Okay, so now we have to kind of do the same thing with this. This is going to be a little bit more difficult. Look at this. When they made it in the factory, they must have missed when they were screwing it in.
Oh my gosh.
Look at that. Isn't that crazy?
That's funny. I wonder if that was assembled by hand.
That was probably a power screwdriver or something.
No, what I mean, like, somebody was using the tool to put it in, and it
Oh, yeah.
was like on a robot or something.
Yeah, most likely.
Oh, you know what might work? These might work better because these have more teeth in them. It might grab it better,
Well,
although we're not going to get the mechanical
This
advantage.
is solid. That's the problem. This is solid plastic. So you need to take a blade and cut through that.
That's going to get really dodgy.
Well, if we go slowly, ha ha ha.
Yeah, as if we're going to do anything else.
If we go slow enough, we'll be okay. And then all you really need to do is put a channel in there, and you could slip the wires through one at a time.
I wonder if I have ones that have more of a grab in the garage.
Yeah, the letter N might have had something that we grabbed.
Maybe I should go look in the garage.
Well, in the meantime, let me see what I can go through with this. I don't think this is going to work,
Yeah,
though.
well, it might work. This. Because this won't move.
Well,
That whole thing is sharp. This might work.
no. You think you could fit in there?
Is it touching the wires at all?
No. Oh, hold on. Yeah, you're okay now. You need some serious mechanical advantage, though. Yeah, you're not gonna... Your arm's blocking.
No, it's not you, it's me.
That's my job. Yeah, we're gonna need to take like a little saw and cut
We'll have
that.
to evaluate some tools in the garage. I have more powerful tools for this in the garage.
Okay, well, let's do that.
I think we should eat first. I'm getting hungry.
Okay.
This is not a project to do on an empty stomach.
Nope.
This is delicate.
I wish I could unpoke these pins out of this connector. It would make this go like 100,000 times faster.
Yeah, you'd think that it would, I guess the manufacturer had no care about longevity, but you'd think it would have been designed to come off a little bit easier for replacement.
There is a tool, I'm sure, for undoing this. I just don't know what it is.
We should get it. I like tools.
I might even have it at work, but that doesn't do us any good now.
Right.
Because we unpin connectors all the time. Yeah, it's too bad that this hole isn't just a little bit bigger.
It really should have been.
Well, what happened was they had the wires and they just went ding, 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 ding. You know, you got somebody sitting at a bench doing this 1,000 times a day.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm with you. Let's have lunch.
All right.
All right, here we are. I'm going to kneel down, which I probably am going to regret.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Well, you'd be kind of stupid to do that. It's just going to slip, isn't it?
Yeah,
Okay.
it does because it's not, whatever this is called, serrated, I guess.
Yeah. All right, so out of the two of us, I'm probably less likely to slip with this. So do you want to... you know what?
Maybe the C-clamp would help because it would at least stabilize it.
All right, let's just move the camera back a little bit so I don't block it like I normally do. Yeah, this blade is shot.
I know.
You wouldn't happen to have a new one, would you?
No, if I did, it would be on there.
That's a shame because I got a whole box of these from the letter N. And I was looking at that drawer this morning thinking, gee, I'm glad I have these.
If you use the edges of the saw, like the front and the back, it shouldn't be dull there.
That's what I'm trying to do.
You want to get the C-clips?
Well, what I'd like to do is I'd like to perch it on top of something.
We can get a little block of wood and then clamp it
That-
down with
that
the
would work,
C-clamp,
yeah.
perhaps.
Jeez, I just hate to think that I'm getting all this crud in the bearing.
Yeah, that's not good.
Put a piece of tape over it or something.
Is it... Oh, I see. We'll have to blast that with compressed air.
This is really frustrating. I don't think that I have the right size tap. And if I do, I don't think we have the right size screws because these look like 1024s here. And this is a 1032 tap, and yeah, I was afraid of that. So I can tap it another size, but we don't have the right screws.
So you'd have to make it bigger?
Yeah. Do you have the screws that go with the...
Well, obviously I was going to say, these screws are not the same as what goes in there.
So I can get the screws. I brought some 1032s, but obviously this isn't going to thread in there because they're not number 10s. I wonder if these are 12s. Or maybe they might even be quarter 20s.
Oh boy.
It's probably a scam anyway.
Call from
Hello. All right, how are you?
Yeah. Well, I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, me too. That should be fun. And we'll get to see some interesting fans too.
Big ones, even.
Yeah.
I think he's really going to enjoy that story too. So, interesting development. I don't know if this was on camera or not. It probably was not.
It would have been up until the phone rang.
Okay. Well, in case I'm repeating myself,
I don't remember
I
if that was
apologize.
recorded or not.
The screws that go into the motor are not 1032s because the hole is way too big. It looks like they're actually quarter 20s. And thankfully, I brought my box of taps that I got from the letter N, and I do have a couple of quarter 20 taps.
Perfect.
Which works out great. We just got to get this flipping thing out of here, which we're working on.
Box of taps.
Box of taps.
Is that the right size?
We'll make it work.
It's going to have to work. I don't have...
Not a big deal. Everything is... Everything is always so difficult.
You want me to put this on there to try to hold it?
Nah, that's alright.
Okay.
This blade is shot.
I know. I've been using that saw for a couple projects now and it hasn't worked properly. We should have bought when we were at, I don't know, like Lowe's or Home Depot earlier today.
Where we spent half the day.
Yeah, and where they had these for sale. It's like you can just go to the store and buy a new one.
Like the clips that I wanted. That was probably my Korean friend responding to my joke about, if you misbehave, you're sleeping in the room with all the fans. And it's probably a crying, laughing emoji. What a stupid urban legend. People in Korea are too smart to fall for that.
Like I said, it's not a dumb place. Why?
Korea now is basically what Japan was in the 80s at this point. Very slowly getting through.
Well, that's to be expected.
Well, the blade is shot, so...
And the operators are slow.
Not a big scam. I'm almost through. Okay. If you could hold this away from the blade, that's a big help.
I think we should put, just in case you start to cut through. And
yeah, that's a good idea.
Because I feel like this is going to cut through the
it's
wires
gonna go
any
blink.
soon.
Yeah. I'm glad this is two people doing this.
Two slow people just crawling along.
blade is terrible.
I know.
Come on! Alright, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to see if I can snap it.
You want to see if we could cut through it now?
See if I snap it. Like I told you, this stuff is tougher than you might expect.
Well, it's too bad the piece that connects it to the other part isn't as tough.
Well, if it was, it wouldn't vibrate. It wouldn't isolate the vibration. Alright, I still got a little ways to go. So if you could just hold that again.
Make
Man,
sure
my
the
arm
knives
is,
are in the center of the
my arm is
space.
feeling it. Ah, jeez. Come on! Not a sharp saw! This thing is about as dull as a flower.
You're really close now.
Yeah, I can almost see it.
What does it look like?
Yeah, I can almost see the blade poking through now. Alright, I'm
Maybe
going to
now it
stop
can be
there.
split.
Come on. Whew. All right.
It is a lot tougher than I expected.
You know, fiberglass reinforced plastic is no joke. You know exactly what I'm cracking up about. That wouldn't be funny to anybody but us.
Jay would have found it hilarious.
Okay, maybe one or two other people that we know. Actually, Ed probably would have found it funny
Yeah.
too.
Mike might find that funny.
Mike probably would have said something back to the lady. It probably would have been really inappropriate too. He probably would have called her a really bad word I can't say on this channel.
Do you want to try to cut it now?
Well, it's all the way broken through.
Oh, it is? Okay. It just doesn't separate?
Yeah.
I can't believe how strong that is.
Well, it's solid. That's... I really don't want to cut this again, but I'm going to have to put a channel in there so that I can get the wires through. I'm not a big fan of this. Oh, good
I
lord.
think of what else we could do to cut through there.
You need like some insanely massive like pry bar to snap this. Yeah, you are not going to break this. It's just not going to happen. I hate to like scratch up this fan too. Well, I gotta suck it up and put another cut in there.
What if we used, could we use like a drill bit to go through the majority of it and then you're only cutting a small portion with the saw?
I don't think so. Just
Because I have sharper drill bits than the saw.
my fingernails are sharper than this saw. All right, well, it is what it is, right? So
Not sharp.
not a sharp blade. This is bad.
Maybe it would have been worth getting the Dremel out. Seems like it's going faster this time.
Okay.
That's a good thing that screwdriver was there. Holy cow, that would have been catastrophic.
That would have been the end of this big fan.
Well, I mean, we could have fixed it, but it would have been another hassle to deal with.
Right. Yeah, okay, the wires are perfectly fine.
Yeah, well, the screwdriver saved it, 100%.
Well, okay. Is it okay to dump all the shavings on the carpet, or do you want to put something under?
Clean it up later.
Okay.
Actually, well, let's see, we have these right here. We should just dump it on.
Sorry about that. Well, I asked first.
Well,
but
let's just vacuum it up so that it doesn't get into the carpet as we work.
Not a big deal.
It's really not. We just vacuum it up.
I can't believe how fast that went through it, considering how terrible of condition that blade's in.
Went a lot quicker the last time. You want it in this plug? You want to plug this in?
Get in this plug. Well, if you said that in Spanish, I think technically that would be correct.
That's probably why it's even worse for me, because when you're talking in Spanish, half the time it is inverted.
Actually, English, I think, is what's inverted. That's the
you're
problem.
right, it is. Most languages are the other way.
Because English came after Spanish.
English is stupid.
Well, okay, speaking of which, and I probably said this in another video, what does bi-weekly mean?
Who cares?
That was a good idea with the screwdriver.
Huh?
That was a good idea with that screwdriver.
Yeah, well, that just saved us.
Yeah, that would have made this a much bigger project than it already is.
Could have gotten the hot air gun out and did some soldering otherwise.
Yeah, well, that was a fail.
Oh, we're not going to talk about that.
That was a big fail.
It was a good effort, though.
Well, you can't win them all, as much as we try.
We win most of them.
We do. Like I said, I think that's the first fail I've ever had with you.
And even then, it's still, I mean, at the end of the day, it can still be fixed because we just have to replace that part. Yeah. The lights aren't a total loss.
I'm guessing that's about where that was.
What, the screwdrivers?
Yeah. I try to put stuff back.
This one, this is the only one that doesn't go. These two go over here.
Oh, okay.
Those are the ones I typically use for electrical stuff.
Now, this is where I'm going to have to defer to your expertise, because I think there's a little bit of chicanery required.
No, it's not.
To separate these.
Yeah, we'll have to. That'll be a delicate process.
Now my hands are getting a little shaky
You want me to do it?
No, it's all right. Oh, wow, that's really in there.
We might have to get the electric screwdriver.
Either that or heat it up with a little bit of hot air to loosen up whatever thread lock might be on it.
Is there a thread locker on them?
It could be. I don't see any. Let's see if I can get a better angle from up here.
That was tight.
Yeah.
Thread locker?
No. Okay, so I have to take the tape off now. Let's use gravity to help us.
Oh yeah, because gravity's going to help peel the tape off.
Well, no, with all the shavings and stuff.
Oh, there's still shaving on here.
What are the odds of him calling when I'm here? That's pretty funny.
Well, you're here all day, so it's pretty high.
Alright, this is where I don't know exactly what to do next.
Okay, close that ticker towel so it doesn't go everywhere.
What? Blow all the shavings into the fan?
Yeah, perfect.
Not a lot of shaving.
For some reason, the voice is funnier when you do it than when I do it.
So the problem here is that the bearing is holding it in place because the metal is holding onto the bearing. So
Great!
what we're probably going to have to do is use the puller.
On
and
what?
then- well, so normally... Oh, I see. Well, we'll have to work around this. Sometimes what you can do is you can put a piece of wood here, or like a common screwdriver,
Really?
and you put I mean, it's risky, but you put the puller on top of there. You don't need a tremendous amount of force. It's just you need equal force. Because if I push it up over here,
Yeah, it's gonna cant.
it kinks on there, and then it just never comes off. So we're gonna have to use the pullers.
This just gets worse and worse. I swear.
I told you there's no way we're installing this today.
Well, I guess I'll leave late tonight then.
This is gonna take hours.
Well, guess I'll go into work late tomorrow morning.
Wish I had the same luxury. Well, in some ways I do, some ways I don't. It's almost Christmas time. Here's the second set of pullers that I bought, because the first set I never did find.
Oh, here's interesting. One of those screws is loose on the back. Look at this.
Go figure. I wonder if that's where the tight one was.
Probably cross-threaded too, because it doesn't look like it's in straight. Boy, whoever put this thing together wasn't paying attention.
There is a surprise.
Wasn't paying much attention.
Yeah, they cross-threaded the darn thing.
Well, might as well just leave it as it is now. Huh, what is this from? This looks like a compressor mount.
It does.
What the heck is that from? It
I
sure
don't know.
don't belong in here, does it?
Oh, no.
Shoot. I hate when random important looking pieces show up in random places.
Of course it couldn't be the one on the back. No, no, no. The one with the bear, whatever.
So what we'll have to do to get this off is we'll have to put, why is this black?
I think it's an optical illusion.
That's not an optical illusion. Where the heck are the optics?
What's black?
That.
Oh, that was from heating it up with the torch
Oh.
when we had that other bearing freak show.
Let's see if this is big enough. You know what I've done in the past? Sometimes I actually will screw it down to the table
Interesting.
just to make it easier to deal with.
So then, what is the center going to bear down on?
Well, I want to make sure this fits first.
It seems to be.
Alright. So,
Not a big puller.
it is a pretty good sized puller actually.
Oh boy. Oh, it's slipping over here.
Slipping out. Is it slipped in?
It's, yeah, I think we
Alright.
got it.
I might, since I don't think we're going to need a lot of force, I might just try to use this thing here. If it starts just to bend, I'll stop.
Well, it seems to be pulling it off unevenly.
Alright, hold on.
Maybe.
Is it coming up at all?
Well, only this side seems to be. So, and what's actually kind of interesting is the switch housing is really bent up now.
Well, that's because there's force on it now.
No, it was already like that before we started.
Well, now it's worse.
All right, so what?
I'm sure we can bend that back.
Yeah, we'll probably end up breaking it. So what if we... This is a freak show, this whole thing. Here, can you hold that
You
down?
know what I think we'll do? Because this can probably go flat. Just put that piece of wood on top of there.
Actually, you know what? Let's...
Because I can move this to the second one and get another inch or so if we need it.
Oh, you mean put this on top of the whole...
Yeah.
All right.
This way the
Dude.
force is even
Okay.
as opposed to this. It's not going to bend.
Yeah, I think that this thing got kind of screwed up when I was sawing at it.
Oh.
All
We
right.
can bend that back to where it's got to go. Is it cross-threaded? Or is that just as far on as it goes?
No, that's as far as it goes.
Okay, so then I think what we'll do is,
No more threads.
if we put that like that,
Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, that's an interesting
can
idea.
that sit on there? I mean, that can take a lot of pressure, I think, without damaging anything.
Yeah, I think so.
So maybe we'll use that. We'll probably have to put them into the other holes, though. Yeah, it's not gonna reach.
Okay. I don't know how you do this with, one set of hands all the time. It's so
Well,
much easier with two people.
I've been using these hands for many years. I guess I got pretty good at them.
Not a lot of hair.
I was wondering how you were going to slip something in there about that. You know what would be funny is if that's not even what she said.
It may not be. I mean, I looked back over there as soon as she said that. It didn't seem like she was looking at us, but I don't know.
It's these two guys carrying like 6 fans to the car. Somebody's going to say something if they're not quite right in the head.
I mean, sure, it's an odd sight, yes, but the statement doesn't really make any sense.
I wish I would have said to her, what'd you say? Like, not even mad, like, no, what did you actually say? Oh boy, this is still cutting it close.
It'll cut fine. It's not as dull as that dumb saw.
Nothing's as dull as that stupid saw. Alright, I don't know.
It's got plenty of slack now.
Yeah, see, the thing is I can't slip it in.
Is it slipped in over there?
No, it doesn't fit to slip in.
What do you mean?
Look, not enough space to slip it in there.
Where did the space go?
I don't know.
I'll make some more space. Where's the where's
screw the
common-
driver?
Does it fit in there now?
Just barely.
Is it enough to the point where it's stuck in there now?
No.
All right, let's get it so that it's about the right height, and then we'll deal with it.
Yeah, okay, so this is where we need a second set of hands here.
Well, fortunately, we have them today.
There's no way I would ever be able to do this by myself.
If I can do it faster by myself. Some of these are loose.
Well, that's probably why it's slipping all over the...
Yeah, this got to be tightened up.
Oh,
here.
okay. Whoa, you're on the bottom now. You're on the bottom of the...
That's fine. I'm still tightening the bolts.
Starting to go.
Is it in there?
Kinda.
It is very not secure.
Pretty dodgy.
Yeah, this one's not in. Oh, there it goes. Is it in on the other side?
As much as I can be.
Did it just come off, or is it moving up?
It's working. Ah, it jumped off. Come on.
Oh, come on. Okay, is it in place again?
Just barely. It's gonna slip off again. Why isn't it moving? Oh,
You gotta hold it in place.
I'm trying.
This is dangerous. There's nut blades and open knives everywhere. Yeah, somebody wrote in the comments box, we did something dodgy with electricity. He said an OSHA manual just exploded somewhere.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Why does it seem like it's getting worse?
Probably because it is.
Well, how could that be?
I don't know.
It's not fitting in here now.
How do you normally do this?
Well, normally it doesn't get worse as I operate. It usually gets better. These are always a pain no matter what, dealing with these motors, because they're inverted. A normal bearing replacement wouldn't take this much effort.
Oh, now it jumped out of the other
Come
side.
on! Alright, let's put it back in.
This has to be one of the most aggravating things.
Let me just try it by myself for a minute.
Yeah, please. No, I'm not even upset because like I think I'm making it worse because I don't really. I'm pretty good with tools and everything, but this is like over my head at this point.
Now, I've done this quite a few times, and it's always by myself. That's the only reason why I said that.
No, believe me, you're not hurting my feelings. I really think I'm making it worse for some reason. Here.
See, I see the problem is there's just not. I need to get the chair. There's just not enough gap there to get it.
This is going to be like a 5-hour video.
But I'm going to be successful.
No. We're not having 2 fails the same day. That's not an option. That is not the happening.
The other thing that we can do is we can get a ratchet strap and strap this in.
Actually, I have a stupid idea. What if we loosen the one on the back, knock it down, and then we have enough room to pull the top one
How
off?
are you going to knock it down?
Well, that one's not. I don't think the other one's a press fit. This one's pressed. The other one's not.
You don't think that they're both press fit?
I don't know. Are they usually both press fit?
They usually both have this problem.
Oh, okay.
I might have to just get this a strap and
Okay.
put it around because this, for whatever reason, there's very little slack here, and it's just gonna keep doing that. Let's get let me get some straps.
Okay. This is so aggravating.
It is too dark.
So what's your plan here with this
So
wire?
we're gonna take this wire
Okay.
and we're gonna use this to force it in place.
You like forcing
or keep
things.
it in place as we work. So we just need this much.
What happened to the ratchet strap?
I don't know where they are.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Do you happen to have one in your car?
No, unfortunately
It wouldn't fit in
not.
your trunk.
Probably wouldn't. The trunk is a joke.
I figure by the time I find the ratchet straps, it'll be dark out, so we'll just use this. It'll work the same.
I'm very curious to see what you're going to do here.
We're playing with physics here.
Okay. You're the expert. This is something I've literally never done before, so.
Well, it's the first for everything. We failed for the first time earlier today, and now we're doing this for the first time.
Yeah, except we're not going to fail this time. I'm not going to allow that. If I have to leave at midnight tonight.
It'd be like a repeat of that air conditioner again. Didn't you say it's almost midnight when we were working on that air conditioner?
Probably.
So now it should be... Is that in the gap there?
Mm,
Or is it too high up?
kind of.
Yeah, it's in there.
Well,
It's in there as much as it's going to be. And the wire might move. That could be a potential problem.
and this has worked before with the ratchet strap?
Yes, I've used this method before.
Cool.
Just because it stops the movement of the, thing slipping out, which is what our biggest problem is right now.
So I think what we're doing now is we're just drilling the puller into the wood.
That could be.
Because I don't think I see this moving.
It might not be. It's going to snap. It'll just pop at some point. It's not going to move slowly.
Like, only that side's moving. This side is not.
That's fine. Sounds like there's an emergency.
Wow, we're bending the daylights out of this switch housing right now.
Is it getting... Do you think it's we can't go much further. Because what might happen is it will end up severing the wires, so we really can't go much further than this. Get off!
Don't you have to bop on that one? Because that's the one that's... Yeah, there we go. Now it's going.
Come on!
Is it going?
It was, it loosened up.
Now we at least have enough room.
It's
where we
moved
can...
quite a bit.
Okay.
Alright, we're okay under here. It's not severing anything, although it did come close. See, those wires is partially damaged now.
That was probably from before when we were
You think so?
sawing, yeah.
Oh, we can always bend this back in place. It's just flimsy metal.
Not a big deal.
There's definitely some kind of emergency going on. Alright, we gotta put it back on.
What a stupid design.
Actually, the whole thing moved now. It's no longer lined up correctly. Not that it matters.
No, but that means it has been moving, which is a good thing.
Yeah, it looks like it's moved about probably 2 or 3 mil.
There you go.
Let's put this back over the top.
You gonna do it again? Yeah. So all of a sudden it just pops? Is that what happens?
Yep, it'll just pop.
Interesting. How do you get it back down?
Oh, that's another fun task.
Oh,
We'll, don't even get involved in that until the time comes. Let's open one can of worms while we're at it.
Jeez, changing fan bearings is almost more trouble than it's worth.
Well, you can't buy another fan, so you have no other choice.
And it's usually this... it's usually this difficult.
No, this is probably one of the worst I've dealt with.
Isn't that the way with this fan?
So far it has been. It's better be like the most powerful ceiling fan I own.
It's looks like it's moving pretty good now. Pop! There
Yep.
you go.
Okay.
Now, hopefully this thing is true and
It's
straight.
close.
Wow, that's some nice windings in there. Look at that. That's a big fan. Okay, so we'll unscrew this.
Yeah, that is pretty well made.
And that thing is all jacked up.
Yeah, but we can fix that. It's not a big deal.
Not a big deal. Okay, cool. So now I can tap this.
So you're okay working with this potentially?
Yep.
You're comfortable with that? Okay.
Yeah, I feel all right.
I don't. So that's all you.
Look at how... Well, I guess the viewers can't see, but look at that.
They can't see much during this video. Is that, I wish we were just changing the bearings going this far, but I don't have any on hand.
Okay. So, yeah, I have ample room here. If you wouldn't mind just getting a ticker towel so I don't put any metal shavings in this thing.
Okay.
Look at that. Nice. The winding on this is beautiful. while you're in here, you might want to varnish a couple spots like this.
There's some loose wires in there.
Yeah.
Okay, we can do that. Unfortunately, probably some loose spots on the others. Oh yeah, wow, that is bad. Huh, that's
Well,
kind of disappointing.
We can only do what we can do, right?
Yeah.
All right, well, let me tap these holes.
That looks very, almost like it's not varnished at all.
I don't think it is.
That's stupid.
Are ceiling fan stators normally varnished?
I'm not sure. I would think so. I mean, it should matter on any motor.
All right. Well,
that tired me out. Maybe it was the lunch. I don't know. Probably a combination of both.
I guess I brought the other tap handle upstairs. Okay, well, let me go get it.
Okay.
Okay.
What a freak show.
Oh, man. Should have put a little oil on this first. This is really hard to get started straight. Oh boy. You know what we should do is we should probably like tape a pellet bag or something. These shavings are just, despite my best efforts, I think they're going where I don't want them to.
Oh, they're gonna get over the carpet. Yeah, I can get a bag.
Well, that and in the coils. Well, 2 down, 8 to go.
Do those screws fit?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Unfortunately, probably nobody can see what I'm doing. They're a little loosey-goosey, but they'll work.
Oh yeah, that'll hold.
Yeah. And you're not putting a tremendous amount of torque on these screws. You're not supposed to be. Yeah, look at all these metal shavings. Alright, so if you wouldn't mind just putting the bag underneath here.
You want to wrap it around the inside to protect the windings? Something just fell in there.
Good catch. This is one of the most frustrating things I think
Yeah,
I've ever
let's,
worked on. You think you can do that?
Yeah, I think I can do it. I would rather just kind of go like this.
I like that idea. Well, hold on. There's a bunch of metal shavings in the ticker tail that I want to get out of there first.
Yeah, let me do this too. Just
There you go. That's better. Maybe we'll get this Romex out of here too. Less junk we have, the better.
I'll just wrap this around like this.
Tape.
Now, yeah, put some of that stupid paper on the inside. And I feel like the windings are a lot safer now anyways.
Yeah, I agree.
No, I wanted the tape wrapped around here.
Okay, well, I'm going to do that too.
Okay.
I didn't see what you were pointing at, but that's much better. Yeah, that's the stuff. If I can... I hate it when
What happened?
The tape's stuck to itself.
What'd you cut it in half for?
I was trying to unstick it from itself.
Not a long piece of tape. Not a long project.
If only that were the case.
Not a big project.
This project is a joke.
This project is never going to end.
You know, I still don't even know if this fan works. The windings could be busted or something. Who knows?
Well, at the rate we're going, they probably will be.
These all could have been like store returns or something.
Yeah, they were all bad when...
I tested one or two and they did work, so it's probably fine, but you never know.
Not a working fan.
Yeah, this is probably one of the only ones that doesn't work or something stupid like that.
What is all that?
They're, I guess, stampings from the motor housing. All right. So what I'm going to do is, rather than trying to go in dry with the tap, I'm going to put a couple drops of oil on there.
What kind of oil do you want to use?
The black can.
But hold on, that doesn't say for fans. This one has the little fan icon on there.
This is probably actually meant for machine work and stuff.
Does it have a picture of a machine on the side?
I don't know.
Then it's not meant for that kind of work.
It's good for saws, roller skates, wrenches. Oh, so yeah.
Oh, perfect.
I'm trying not to block the camera, but...
It's blocked. I gotta try mounting it from the ceiling or something at some point.
Well, I'm left-handed, so that's part of the problem.
Not a big fan.
What a stupid thing to say to a stranger. My apologies, I'm getting a little bit of oil residue on the rotor here.
Well, we can clean that off.
I know, I just hate making a mess of with oil and stuff.
I do too, but at the rate things are going on this project, I don't think we should make a big deal about that.
This is like some pot metal here. Despite my best efforts, I don't think I'm going in completely straight with the tap, but it probably doesn't matter as long as it bears down on the irons.
Yeah. I think there's enough slop in those threads that the screws will be able to
Yeah, probably.
accommodate for it.
Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm getting there. And to think, I almost didn't bring all the taps with me. You know how annoyed I would have been?
It would have been fail number 2.
I would have driven all the way home just to go get them and come back. I would have taken the day off of work tomorrow. Man, this takes a tremendous amount of force, though.
Well, you're just the person for the task then.
No, you're the one who likes to force things. I'm the one who tries to avoid forcing things.
Not a lot of force.
Oh, it took a lot of force to get that rotor off. Yeah, just wait until the tap breaks off in the hole. Then we're going to really have a big problem.
We'll have to drill it out. And
With
then
what?
With that drill bit.
You know how hard a tap is? It's almost impossible to drill out.
Even the that pyramid bit wouldn't do it?
No, it wouldn't even touch it.
Huh. Then we'll have to force it out. What is the tap made of?
It's made out of like extremely hardened steel.
Yeah, the camera makes some funny
I
noises.
thought so.
At some point it needs to be replaced, but like I said
With
before,
what?
the consumer grade video camera is disappearing, and you really can't find much of a video camera that's not a 4-digit price tag anymore.
I really liked this pellet bag solution that you came up with here. That was a great idea. Now there's some much thicker oil I should be using for this. I have tap oil at home, and if I was smarter I would have brought it with me.
Oh well.
The oh well. And what we're going to want to do when we're done is run a screw through here a couple times just to clear all the chips and stuff. It's amazing how hot this tap gets.
Well, it's exerting a lot of pressure in there.
Three holes to go. Good heavens. Oop, that's a little bit too much oil.
What a waste.
Oh, good. I gotta find out about his business trip. I'm very curious to hear what he went over there for.
I have no idea.
Not a lot of business.
Did you see a big fan when he was there?
Possible.
I still think this was probably easier than when we pulled the bearings off that GE motor.
Oh yeah, I don't think anything will top that.
I really thought we were both going to get hurt really bad
Yeah,
because I was expecting that bearing puller to just explode.
I've never had a pull under that much tension before. Especially because that's not necessarily a good quality tool either.
No, it's not.
That was actually really quite dangerous looking back at it.
Yeah, that was really something else. I mean, it was totally worth the effort, but boy, oh boy, were we taking a big risk there.
Yeah, we should have switched to alternative plans sooner.
Yeah, we should have used the torch from the get-go.
Yeah.
Because that once we heated it up, it was just boonk.
Oh yeah, it came right off.
Yeah. I know you're not a fan of torches, though, and I understand why after that little mishap that time.
Well,
Not a big fan of torches.
I was never a big fan of them originally because my mother has always bred fear about gas into me all my life. And then to see it actually happen.
And, like, the funny thing is, like, that's such a remote, like, improbable scenario. Like, it's so extremely rare that something like that happens.
But then it's just like the lithium battery fires. I've seen enough of them firsthand that to me they're commonplace, even though I know that they're really quite rare.
Yeah, when you think about how many hundreds of millions of opportunities or billions of opportunities there are.
Yeah.
All right, so all 10 holes are tapped.
And they were the wrong thread.
No, they're the right thread. I tested it after I did the first one. I wasn't going to fall for that.
That is something that would happen on this project, though.
Okay.
Are there a lot of shavings on the other side?
Yeah, there's a fair bit. It's not bad. Like I said, let's run some screws through there. Actually, you know what I could do is I could just run the tap all the way through. Don't do that. Actually, you know what? I should be able to do it by hand. Okay. So that's one hole. Two.
This is such an odd thing to have to do. This has got to be a first on here. I've never seen anyone do this before.
What, tap holes in a fan?
Yeah.
On a ceiling fan motor? Three. These holes are so crooked, though. There was no way.
No, it's not going to matter anyways.
There was no other way. I couldn't have gotten it. Actually, maybe they are straight. I think it looks crooked because of this thing.
That could be. It could have been an illusion. It also could be that one is straight and one is crooked.
It's 4. Five. I think they're all crooked.
That one's very crooked.
No,
Oh well.
there's nothing I can do about
I think
that.
it'll still work fine.
That's 6. This one's pretty good. 7. 8. This one's good too. 9. This one's a little crunchy. It's only going to go in like 3 threads or 2 threads.
What is the screw?
Yeah, I mean, look how shallow this is. 10. Yeah, I think I got every single one of them crooked. Probably because of the area that I was standing in. Because they're all pointed, and I'm exaggerating, they're all pointed like this towards me. It's not like it's bearing any significant mechanical load anyway.
No, and I think it'll be fine.
So the only thing I'd like to do before we button this up is just kind of clean this off with some like simple green or something soapy.
Okay. Would isopropyl alcohol clean it up?
Yeah, that would work. Isopropyl.
I don't think I have any complicated purple on hand.
Actually, this, even just plain soapy water probably would have worked too.
I don't think we have any of that. We're in a drought.
Oh well. Are we going to do anything about the varnish, or we want to just leave that alone?
Do you think that we should?
Probably half the ceiling fans ever made are like that.
And the other side probably is the same way.
Maybe we just leave well enough alone.
It doesn't look like it was even varnished to begin with.
No. And maybe ceiling fans aren't for some strange reason.
I don't know. I haven't done this in recent times. I just don't remember ever paying attention to it.
Alright, well, I'm about as done as I'm going to get over here.
Okay.
Let me wash my hands so I don't put oily residue back on it again. Actually,
Okay.
I think I started taking some of the paint off, oddly enough.
Well, that finish probably isn't very strong.
Well, alright. What a mess. You know, and I realized just now when I was putting my taps away is I actually had a starter tap. The tap that I was using wasn't technically the right one. But like I said, I think that we'll be okay.
Yeah. Well, the holes are in there. Don't make any difference now.
Yeah, we can't unhole them. Yeah, that's a bunch of shavings and stuff.
I will just have to cancel that one out then.
I hate canceling out these rags because they're so good. Alright, I'll wash my hands and then we'll try putting this thing back together. There goes another 2 hours.
Oh, I had to turn our water on. It'll take less time if they turn the water on.
Alright, now for the fun part of putting the motor back together.
It can't be worse than taking it apart.
Ah, you say that now.
I'm going to say it later, too. You think that we should blow this with the compressed air first, just to make sure that it's completely...
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Don't forget to give some to the camera.
The lens might be a little dirty.
You want to... Here's the garbage can you can drip the shavings into. Drip. You know what I mean. Dump the shavings into.
Watch out, the shavings are about to drip off the edge of the table.
Drip, drip.
Yeah, they all just dripped onto the carpet.
That's what I was trying to prevent. That's actually a pretty good idea.
Well, if the worst that comes out of this is I have to clean off the table, that's really not a big deal.
You don't want to do that.
I don't want to, but I'll deal with it. You know, I normally think that this tape absolutely stinks, and now I can't even get it apart.
Mission accomplished?
Huh?
Mission accomplished?
Come on!
Okay. And I can hear those stupid crows out there. This is a huge motor.
Yeah, it's got to be at least a 172, if not a 188. There is a lot of. It's all stripped out of here. The bearing definitely has some stuff on the edges of it. This one is so dirty.
You want some isoprisol?
On the bearing?
I don't know what you're cleaning it with.
Air. Just going to clean it dry. Alright, good. Okay.
Oh boy. Do you want to put a drop of oil on here so that it slides in a little easier? After I just wash my hands and...
No, I don't think it'll make a big difference.
Okay. I usually do when I press fit stuff.
It doesn't fit on there very tight.
Oh, really? Well, you're the expert, so...
It fits tight onto the shaft. It's...
Interesting. Yeah, it is going on pretty easy.
There goes them crows again.
This is probably a good application for a small mallet or something.
Yes, it is.
Oh.
I could go get one.
You could.
Or we could just continue to force it.
You like forcing things.
Yeah, forcing things is fun.
That's not a rubber mallet. Screw holes lined up before you go and do that?
No. Why would they be? I don't care about the screw hole alignment.
You don't? You're gonna bend that thing.
Okay, it's down now. We're gonna have to force these holes back into alignment. I can force them like
Can
this.
It's only aluminum.
Well, we gotta force them somehow.
Oh boy.
Well, might just go without them then.
Really? You're not gonna screw it back together?
Oh, I'll try, but if the screw holes don't fit, is it turning freely?
No.
It's not.
Well, the whole fan is.
Oh, well, that's what I was asking about.
Oh, okay.
Because if it wasn't, then the bearing is not aligned correctly.
Oh, no, you're cross-threading it. Don't do that.
Stupid holes.
Hold on. What if you tap it gingerly like this while I hold the bottom?
We can try that.
Yeah.
I think it's going to require more force than this. Did that move it at all?
Yeah, it's getting there.
I feel like that did move it a little bit.
Oh, stop. Okay, you're good.
Perfect.
The perfect. Yeah, you're not kidding when you said that's a freak show, putting it back together. How did they line it up in the factory?
Probably the same way they forced the screws on the flywheel, missed it, and mixed up all the paint.
That's atrocious. Like, whoever did that should be embarrassed. Probably person's probably dead now.
Oh my god.
I'm not trying to be funny. I mean,
What a
it's like
terrible
40
thing.
years old.
Well, that person could have been 22 working at that factory.
Well, I hope that they're still alive, and if they're not, may they rest in peace.
He or she could have just retired. Is living a great life. Here we are working away and barely getting by.
Well, in Taiwan, yeah, there's a good chance that they did okay for themselves. Is it my imagination, or did this bearing start sliding on this shaft too?
Wait, coming out?
Yeah.
I suppose it's a possibility.
Sometimes I wish I wasn't left-handed.
Well, you can't change it.
I mean, I can work with both hands with tools, but man, that was really aggravating. It's enough to make me never want to change bearings on a fan.
Well, what are you going to do when you come across a fan with bad bearings?
Cancel it out.
That's terrible.
I'll give it to you then. And then I'll come over and we'll do it together. Look at how screwed up this thing is.
All right, well, let's just fix it then.
Ooh, it doesn't really want to thread on now.
Well, I'm not surprised it's all bent up.
Oh, probably because the screw's tightened all the way on there.
Can you loosen that screw?
Wow, look how
Shoot
much
up.
easier it moves now. Freaking duh. What a day.
I think that's a bit too big, no?
It is. It's a number 3. Is this a number 3 or a
That's
number 4?
Number 3.
No, it's a number 2. I'm not expecting that.
That clear one is a number 2. That clear one is a number 2.
I know. Just that these Phillips screws have a tendency to jump out. Kind of like that. Alright, that's tight enough. It's not bearing a mechanical load either. Alright, so how do we want to try to straighten this?
Probably just force it back into alignment.
Man, it is so screwed up. Now it's too far that way.
Oh, come on. I think it's still way off.
I don't really have a good eye for this.
That's not terrible.
Not great either.
Well, it's going to have to sit somewhere in between then.
This would be much easier to fix if it wasn't for this flippin' connector.
That connector's the whole source of this entire problem.
I know. Well, we would have had to... This whole conniption.
As long as the switch housing still goes on correctly, you know, if it's a little bit crooked, we can fix it. It'd be easier to see it once the switch housing is connected.
Yeah, that's probably true. I just don't know if it's going to go on there. There we go.
Well, that's a possibility, I suppose.
That looks much better now. I think we got it.
All right, good. Is the motor turning freely?
Don't worry, it's the wires. It is. It's a little bit of new bearing noise.
It's got to break in.
Plus, they're spinning it at like 400 RPM anyway.
Wait, it'll never move that fast.
Well, you never know.
Well, yeah, fair enough. Could put 28-inch plates on it.
Thing will probably take off and fly away. Okay.
All right, well, we'll call this repaired.
Now we got to test it out.
Yep.
That ought to take another 2 hours.
Another 2 hours gone.